Here are 8 frugal living tips that have helped me save thousands, and I believe it can do the same for you. Number 1 has to be embracing sustainable living. This one has been a game changer for me. Let's first define what sustainable living is. Sustainable living is a lifestyle that aims to reduce an individual's or society's use of natural resources and environmental impact. There's a lot of overlap between a sustainable lifestyle and a frugal lifestyle. The two terms can be used interchangeably, however, they are different from one another. A sustainable lifestyle is more about living in the way that preserves the environment, whereas a frugal lifestyle is more about using your money in a way that allows you to save and invest for the future. A sustainable lifestyle has been a game changer for me because it taps in almost all areas of my life. Some of the examples of ways that I've been able to save money by living sustainably: I do not use one-off products, especially feminine products. When it comes to sanitary pads, makeup wipes, it might not seem like you're going to save money, but when you think about it in the long run, if these are the things that you're going to be using on a monthly basis, you'd rather start using reusable product than just these ones-off things. Like, you're saving money and you're also saving the planet. The second example is that I always take shopping bags whenever I go shopping. If I'm going to get free shopping bags, then that's fine, but like right now in South Africa, everybody's selling shopping bags. I was shocked when I went after COVID, when I went to Zara. Was it Zara or H&M? One of the two. And I was told that I have to pay for a bag, and that's something that we normally did not do. And they don't charge like 40 cents or 50 cents for these bags. They charge like 2 rands or more. So if you are always buying bags every time you're going to shop, for me at least, it was just adding up so much money. So I make sure that when I go buy groceries or when I go buy anything, I always have my reusable bags with me. The third example is that I do all my effort to buy stuff secondhand whenever possible. So those are the 3 examples that I've used while living sustainably. There are a lot more ways that you could live sustainably. If we can look, for example, things like reducing water usage. It's going to save you money, and it's also saving the planet. Conserving energy in your house by switching off lights and not leaving appliances plugged while you're not using them. That is going to save you electricity, save the environment, and ultimately save you money. Reduce food waste. This is a big one. This is actually a tip on its own that I'm going to discuss a little bit later. Reduce waste in general, and also, since we know that the economy is crazy, everything is expensive, it just works out to be a conscious consumer. And now that leads me into the second tip. Now, before I get into the second tip, if you are not subscribed, please do subscribe, especially if this content is giving you value. Please do me that favor and subscribe. I'm just about to hit 1,000 subscribers. I'm super excited about that. To all of you that have been subscribing, thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Like the video, share it, and also leave a comment. Now, without wasting any more time, let's get into the second tip. The second tip is to either give it up or downsize. So with the economy being crazy, the lifestyle that we were able to afford a few years ago might not be the same lifestyle that you can afford right now. The prices of everything has gone up. For most of us, our salaries have not gone up to match the inflation. So because of that, you either have to give up something that you've been buying, or a service that you've been getting, or downsize. With this economy, something has to give. What you choose to sacrifice is going to be super personal. For example, for myself, right now, I do almost anything that is related to my hair by myself. Even my daughter's hair, I do it by myself because I just can't afford to have someone do it for us. It's expensive. Because I know how to do it, I'd rather sacrifice not having it professionally done by doing it myself. That's something that I've given up completely. With things that I've downsized, these are things like the lotion that I use, my beauty products, my makeup products. I've had to downsize because I just couldn't afford them anymore. So like I said, choosing what you're going to sacrifice is going to be personal. So take a really good look at your budget, find ways that you can cut down or downsize. Also, like with food and groceries, generic brands are just fine. There is nothing wrong with generic brand. The third tip is to either get it free or get it cheap. Like, this is one thing that frugal people get misunderstood a lot. When frugal people go for things like coupons, when they go for like discount, they're perceived to be cheap, but it's not exactly that. If something is for free, why shouldn't I get it? If something is discounted and it meets the quality of the stuff that I want, why can't I get it? So why do we have to perceive frugal people as cheap people? So some of the things that you can save money on is like, so let's say for example, if you like to take your family out to the restaurant, you could go to a restaurant like Papacino's on a Tuesday where one child gets to eat for free. You are saving money on that. You could also plan your date around things like if a particular restaurant gives you breakfast at a cheaper price at this particular hour. Things like reward cards, use them. They come along with the Clicks reward program is my own favorite and I just love it. I buy stuff like sneakers or clothes, some of my clothes at factory stores. It's just a little bit cheaper than buying them at the actual store. Even like with meat, because I really can't go like super, like the quality of the meat that I eat matters the most. However, I found something that really has helped me save quite a lot of money is that Woolies, after I believe, this doesn't happen in all the stores, but most of the stores that I've been into, they will discount meats that are nearing the sell-by date. They will discount them by 30% each and every day after like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. If you happen to be around the Woolies in the afternoon, always pop in there to check whatever meat that is marked on 30%. I buy these and I store them and they really make a difference for me. Don't always be afraid of getting it cheap or getting it for free. So the next tip is for those of us that love to go eat out. So with this, you just have to learn new recipes. It's expensive to go eat at a restaurant. This is food that is being prepared for you by a chef, so definitely you'll have to pay you'll have to pay a good amount of money for it. And it's just not about the food, it's about the drinks. Drinks are super expensive at restaurants, and also you have to tip your waiter. So all of that does add up. So by learning new recipes, this is something that I did during this time when we were paying off our debt. We didn't go out at all. We did not eat at any restaurant at all. So I was learning new recipes that I was making at home. I would make like interesting stuff every Friday or every now and then, just to give us that restaurant kind of vibe. And it worked for us. If it did work for us, I believe it will also work for you, as long as you just put your mind to it. The next tip is reducing food waste. Like guys, this is a huge one. Like, I just don't understand how people waste food. Like I don't like it, I do not tolerate it. But like food waste, we shouldn't be wasting food. There are a lot of people that are going without food each and every single day. Why are you wasting food? Wasting food is just not so bad for the environment and for the world. It is super bad for your pocket. This is the money that you're working hard for. Why are you wasting it? And food is so expensive right now, and you still find people waste food. Why? So this is a place that you have to really look at very closely. If you don't know what your food budget is, then you are in trouble. You are probably overspending on your food. Make sure that you plan your meals ahead of time so that you know exactly what you're going to make and the quantity that you're going to make for your family, so that you don't end up wasting food. I always challenge myself to always use things use things up before I buy new stuff. So the next one is sharing streaming services. So like depending on what you like to watch, like things are just a little bit more expensive right now. Showmax is a bit expensive if you don't have DSTV. Netflix is also a little bit expensive, and I've seen people that have like 5 streaming platforms. Like, we only have Netflix, and that Netflix, we share it. My household and my brother-in-law's household, we use the same Netflix account. We just split the bill in half, and that saves us like 50% of the money. And now I see Netflix doesn't allow you to share your account. Then what you can do is just you can add what you can do is just to add another person on your account. Then that way that second person doesn't pay the full amount. The next tip is not paying for insurance monthly. If your insurance company gives you a discount if you pay for like 6 months in advance, then go for it. Like, that small discount might seem small, but down the road 2-3 years later, it can be something that could have helped towards your investment or your savings. We always make it a priority to budget a little bit more money every 6 months, so that we can pay our insurance 6 months in advance and just get those 5 or 10% discount. They do make a difference. The last tip is frugal saving. So it's not always about saving money from your spending, from your expenses. It's also about making sure that you are saving your money or investing your money in a frugal way as well. The most common way where this is used is by putting your savings in a tax-free savings account. And even with your investment, like on Easy Equity, you can invest your money. You can use your tax-free account. That way you are not paying tax on whatever return that you get from those investment and savings. So those are the 8 frugal tips that have helped me save thousands and thousands of rands. And I believe that if you can use a couple or even all of these tips, you will also be able to save thousands and thousands of rands every single year. Now again, if you are not subscribed, please do not forget to subscribe and share the video. Thanks. I'll see you guys again in the next video. Bye.